my friends, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Jen and today is going to be October's birth month mani. I do apologize for being so behind. So your traditional birthstone is an opal. So I have first started with Paparazzi in Pretty in Pearls. So I'm going to do a bit different this time than I typically do. So I want to do some white French tips. It'll be, like a cream compared to this pearl look. So I am going to go ahead and pull in Maniology M052. It'll just make it easier to get kind of the angular look than me trying to do it myself. Okay, so I'm going to use Maniology's Bound White B170, and I think I am going to go ahead with that bottom row because they have the thinner ones and the thicker ones, and also the curve on them is different. So on these you do gotta apply enough polish because it's a what I like to call a solid image. And then we have to be careful with the scrape. I may not have scraped it enough. I don't think I did. At least on this portion. Sometimes I tend to do it sideways. Let me just see. I'm going to pick it up and just see what it did. Oh, I just didn't get my stamper all the way down. I missed that one little corner. Okay, hold on. Okay, and actually this smaller one will fit, so I'm just going to turn it and go from this way. Because I'm trying to get it to where I get the main part picked up, but not the extra around it. Oh, I didn't even turn it correctly. So that way you can see a difference now. And I'm going to do that on each one and be right back. Okay, I am on the last one, but I figured I'd go ahead and do this one with you just because I know sometimes when you're dealing with these solids, they can be a bit finicky. The rest did just fine, but if it doesn't do the way you want, scraping one direction, just do it the opposite and see if that helps you. Because like I said, you want to not dig into the actual solid portion, but you also have to scrape enough for it to not get like the around it, if that makes sense. Like how it's gathers right here. You're trying not to get that portion picked up on the stamper, but you want this portion, so you gotta scrape hard enough to not get that, but not too hard that you're dipping into that section. I know, that's a lot of info. I tell you what, I said I'm gonna get caught up this week on all the manis I want to do, and life said, no girl, it's not. So I am just still behind. I'm still really gonna try real hard to get caught up. I tell you what, there's just always something comes up, but I guess that's just life, right? Also, I was gonna mention, I do notice that a lot of times with my Bound White, I have to clean extra because it gets so cloudy. So I typically have to end up getting a whole nother cotton ball. I'll flip it, do that way, and then sometimes I typically have to get a whole nother one just to get it all cleaned off. Okay, so this is how they look so far. Okay, so before we move on, let's read some things. So I like to, just for fun, read little things about your birth month personality. So, and let me know if this is true or not for you October babies. So, okay, people born in October are often described as charming, social, and empathetic with a strong sense of balance and fairness. They are typically diplomatic, appreciate beauty, and seek harmony in their lives, which is reflected in their Libra or Scorpio zodiac signs. Early October birthdays are usually Libra, known for being sociable and fair-minded, while late birthdays are Scorpio, known for being passionate and determined. And it's also crazy to me how there's like, instead of just one sign for the whole month, there's different ones. That's always interesting to me. Alright, so I'm going to be doing some different steps. In your one of your birth month flowers is a cosmos, just this, and I like this color, so I'm going to go with this color. I think that's a good match, and this is a sample that I have of, it's supposed to be Monarch Dream. It was just in like a kit that I had gotten, but I have one of the big one. I don't even know why I have two of them, but it looks a bit lighter than this one, so I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna use this one anyway. But I just don't know. It's supposed to be Monarch Dream, like I said, but I don't even think they carry that one anymore, and it's from Maniology. So I want to take this plate from Maniology, M453, and I'm gonna get this bow here. I was looking at this one, but I don't like how this bottom portion goes. I like when they the bottom portions are this kind of the same. So like this one, they're more similar, but I didn't want to go with a long one because I don't think it's gonna look the way I want. So I'm going with that shorter one right here. And I'm really wanting to place them on right in this section of each nail. So let's see how it goes. I like that. I think that's very pretty and feminine. So I am going to do this one on each one and be back. Okay, and this is how they are now. Okay, so now we're going to read something else. So this first section is going to be for the Libras, which is September. And see, again, it kind of is weird to me. They kind of overlap months. But okay, so your traits are balanced, sociable, fair-minded, and charming with an appreciation for aesthetics and harmony. Your strengths, excellent at sorry, I had a notification show up. Excellent at diplomacy and meditation, often have good taste, and are natural connectors. Weaknesses can be indecisive or conflict avoidant due to their desire for balance. And then for the Scorpio, your traits are passionate, powerful, and determined. Your strengths, often described as romantic, sensual, and imaginative, and your weaknesses can be mysterious or misunderstood. Okay, so now I'm going to go to Maniology plate MXM118, and I'm going to get this here. I'm going to use Emerald City B514 for that pickup, and I am able to color it in, so we will go ahead and do that. And when I say we, I mean you and me. Now I'm going to actually flip the stamper. We're going to jump over here to your Cosmo flower, and I'm going to pick that up as well. I'll go ahead and stick with the green. Let me get this little side portion off here. Can use my lint roller for that little tiny piece. So I am taking Maybelline Tropic Talks. I'm going to color in the greenery with that. I needed just a little bit more. This one's almost had it. And I'm going to flip to this side. And I'm going to stick with that same color I used for the bow. Okay, and then we have a last thing I want to read, which is going to be some random things. So just other October specific traits. So empathy. People born in October are often noted for their empathy or the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. Athleticism. A 2015 study suggested that children born in October are more likely to be successful athletes, potentially due to higher vitamin D exposure during pregnancy in the summer months. That's very interesting. Success. Some research indicates that individuals, born between September and December, so we got a 3-month span there, or however many months, 4, whatever, may have an edge in certain fields, possibly because they are among the oldest in their school year and physically more advanced than summer-born classmates. So also interesting. My children were both typically the youngest in the class, so I could see how that one definitely would make sense. Okay, so I want to go ahead and get these placed. I'm going to do the greenery first, and I'm just used LA Colors top coat. So what I'm going to do is get this one first. Then I'm going to need to apply some more because I want to overlap the flower. Okay, got that on. It is ready. I'm just taking my time so I get it placed in the center where I want it. And that is your Cosmo. Okay, so my other thing I wanted to do was, you probably have already thought, well, that looks like a pearl, not an opal. You're correct. So I wanted this as the base, so to give it the opal tone, because opal can have like rainbow-ish colors within it, I'm going to go to Paparazzi. It's a top coat. Okay, that is what is FL? Do not know, but it's Gitter Irid GM. Well, that is one interesting name. Oh, maybe it's supposed to stand for glitter. Well, I don't know, guys, but that's what it's called. Anyway, it's got all these little rainbow flakes in there. Really pretty. So that's what I'm going to use to get that opal tone. But the reason I did not go ahead and apply this is because when doing glitter and then trying to stamp over it, how do I explain that? If you stamp over the glitters, it makes it bump up. Like, you'll see the indentation of the glitters. Why did it take me that long to get that spit out? I don't know. I'm really trying to get it stirred to get mostly the glitters, and I could go ahead and pull in what do I call that? My sponge. Let me just see what we can get going here, because I may end up needing to do that. I don't know why polishes put so much of the clear when you really are just wanting mostly the glitter. Okay, so I'm gonna have to. Hold on, please. Okay, couldn't find my tweezers. Took me forever. Now we'll get it on there. So I think what I'm going to do is apply it like this first and then go back over it to get it more smoothed out because this is going to make it a bit of a rough texture. So I'm going to kind of do that, and I'm going to do that on all of them, and then I'll come back and show you. Okay, here's that one. I got that clear, went back over it to smooth it. But it definitely gives off the rainbow, especially in person. Okay, I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So this is an opal. It's got just different colors, and different pictures have so many different colors. Also, I'll say that that particular formula, the clear portion is so thick that the sponge didn't even want to absorb it. And look at it. You can see, well, yeah, maybe not on camera. Well, I got glitter on me. But it's like, did something weird to the sponge. It's almost like you can, it took like the color, the white away and made it like weird. Anyway, I did get it on there. So, October babies. So in person, depending on which way you turn it, you can catch different colors within that tone. So I did decide just to do something more delicate and feminine this time. And I did all the things to that just to make it look, you know, like I said, like an opal. And I just wanted to add the rib or the bows. I just thought that'd be a nice addition. And I picked to use the same color as your birth month flower so it would match better. So I hope you do have or did have a wonderful birthday and got to do some really fun things for yourself. And I hope you had a good day or do have a good day. So thank you so very much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. And until the next one, have a blessed day, my friends. Bye.